Benzi Gopstein is the leader of a Jewish extremist anti-assimilation group called Lahava, and he attacked all Christians in a genuinely disturbing way. So he said the following, quote, "The church has been defeated roundly when the Jewish people has one of the strongest armies in the world, and they have no chance any longer of destroying our body. Missionary bookstores offer their products in front of everyone on Jaffa Road in Jerusalem. Whole communities are crawling with missionaries. Many businesses are run by them and are used by the mission, many cases using camouflage and without the knowledge of the employees. I call on everyone to raise a cry and fight this corrupt phenomenon in the best tradition of Judaism before we all, including those who observe the commandments among us, become a community of sycophants. Christmas has no place in the Holy Land. Let us remove the vampires before they once again drink our blood." He's talking about Christians there. All right, Fox News, where are you with the war on Christmas? Here you have a guy who literally said, Christmas has no place in the Holy Land. Why? Because he's a Jewish fundamentalist. He said, this is all our land. I don't want any dirty Muslims or Palestinians near me. I don't want any dirty Christians around me. This is a pure land for the pure blood of the pure religion. That sounds somewhat similar to somebody in the past. Okay, this is unreal. We're talking here, guys, about, and, you know, we do this all the time when it comes to Islam as well. I disagree with the doctrine. The doctrine is incorrect and potentially dangerous. Same thing with Christianity. And that's the point here. I disagree with Christianity. The doctrine is not true and potentially dangerous. So we argue against it because it's dogmatic and it's irrational. But that doesn't then mean that everybody who identifies as a Christian is a dominionist, which is basically the worst form of Christianity. It's like a Christian jihadist, if you will. I don't act like every single Christian is an evangelical fundamentalist, because that's not true. That's not correct. So you have to, make distinctions here, just like there are moderate Muslims, liberal Muslims, and fundamentalist Muslims, and jihadists. There are moderate Christians, liberal Christians, fundamentalists, and dominionists. So, but this guy's saying all Christians. I'm not going to allow the celebration of Christmas here. I don't want it. And let's cleanse the land of the Christians because they are, quote, vampires who drink our blood. No. See, this is the thing where as you call for the oppression of others, you scream about how you're so oppressed. So, is it true that historically Christians have been fucked up to Jews? Yes, of course, everybody's been fucked up to Jews historically. That's obvious. The Catholic Church, there are pictures of Catholic Church leaders, with Hitler doing the salute and stuff. So, of course. But what he's saying here is, today, the Christians who live among Jews and others in Jerusalem, no, they are all blood-sucking vampires, and we need to cleanse them out of the Holy Land, kick them out of the Holy Land. I'm sorry, my friend, but you in this analogy are the Hitler. You're the one who's saying, no, I'm going to get rid of people if they don't agree with me, if they're not part of my religion. I don't believe in multiculturalism. I don't believe in pluralism. I don't believe in secular values. I don't believe in liberalism. This is a Jewish fundamentalist. That's what we're looking at here. Very similar to, as we talk about often, because there are unfortunately many examples of this, the Jewish settler terrorists who kill Palestinians, kick them off their land, and say, no, this is our land because God tells me this is our land, and this is part of, we're fulfilling our prophecy. Okay, no. Fundamentalism is wrong in all its different stripes. Some people respond and say, well, that's not necessarily true because you have the fundamentals of, some religions are just better, whether it's Buddhism or Jainism or something like that. The doctrines are not all equal. There's no doubt about that. There are different principles taught in all the different doctrines. So perhaps there's a grain of truth in that argument. But whenever you have any kind of group based on dogmatism and myths, you're fostering tribalism and the in-group, out-group mentality, where even if the doctrine is purely peaceful, it's easy for people to say, yeah, but the only people who are the good people are the ones who follow my doctrine of peace. Therefore, I will do violence against the ones who don't agree in the name of my peaceful doctrine. And there you have it with a supposedly positive group doing negative things because they believe in dogmatism and mythology and irrational doctrine. So I would say let's get away from all the doctrine. But what's most important is we have a Jewish fundamentalist in this case, just like other times it's an Islamic fundamentalist or a Christian fundamentalist, and they're fucked up too, to the point where they're saying, cleanse the land of the Christians. The Christians are trying to convert us, and that's not okay. Kick them out, get rid of them. And the kindest interpretation of this I have is he's saying, kick out the Christians. Just kick them out. There's another interpretation of, get rid of them in the way he's describing, which could be, they're so bad, they're such vampires that, what are we going to do? They're trying to suck our blood. They're trying to get us, to kill us. We got to kill them in self-defense. Even though they're just selling products. I'm in self-defense, I'm going to attack you and fuck up your stores and maybe kill you because you're the bad guy by definition, I'm the good guy by definition. The fundamentalism and the extremism is the problem. It's wrong and bad across the board. And just like we call out anti-Muslim bigotry when there is anti-Muslim bigotry in the West, and we call out anti-atheist bigotry, and that's all over the place. Gotta call a spade, and in this case, it's a Jewish fundamentalist doing and showing clear anti-Christian, so Christians as people, anti-Christian bigotry.